Are you a student in the Faculty of Education? Take a look at this quick video, which will show you how to conduct searches for items in the library's Education Lab. The Education Lab is a section of the library that's aimed at pre-service teachers. These shelves contain novels, picture books, science textbooks, English language arts workbooks, manipulatives, and more. As a student, you can sign out any of these materials for a loan period of 3 days. Using the library page, you're able to search for any of the items housed in our Education Lab. Here I'll show you how to take a look for different items that might be useful in the classroom using 3 different examples. The first example I want to look for is Indigenous. In many cases, you might be hoping to add Indigenous material into your classroom, and you want to know what we have in the Education Lab that you could use. So do a basic search in the search bar for Indigenous. And then you're going to use the left-hand side, tweak my results, to help you filter it to Education Lab materials. Scroll down until you find Location, and often you're going to have to open up the Show More to find Education Lab. So under Location, here we have Education Lab, and you'll see that we have 324 items that are categorized as Indigenous. Once you do that, you should only be seeing items that say available at St. Mary's University Library Education Lab. So you're going to have a mix of resources show up. As you can see, there are books. Here we have a map, more books, social studies, science books. You will have a lot of graphic novels and picture books as well. So depending on what you need, you might need to go over to the filters and narrow your search down a little bit further. I recommend taking a look and browsing through the subjects. This gives you a great idea of how to narrow down your search even further, depending on the topic. So as you can see, you could search for picture books for children. If you want to narrow it down more, we have 38. Or if you're looking for graphic novels, you could do that as well. We have even more specific based on rabbit fictitious characters from Solomon juvenile fiction. Or if you're looking for Cree juvenile fiction. If you just want to browse, you can also just scroll through each of the pages just to see what we have. Another option that you might find useful is actually narrowing it down based on language. If you're studying Indigenous books or language or culture in the classroom, it might be beneficial to introduce students to works that are written in different languages. So under language, you can even filter it to look for Cree, Ojibwa, or Inuktitut, and see what we have based on those languages. As you can see, we have 3 books written bilingual in Cree. So for the next example, I want to show you how to search for picture books. Picture books can come in all different forms and sizes and lengths and topics. So search for picture books, and again, use the left hand, tweak my results, and first thing you do is narrow it down by Education Lab. So we have 423 books that are considered picture books in the Education Lab. Again, I would use the subjects on the left-hand side or local subjects to help you narrow down your search a little bit more to find topics that are relevant to your classroom. As you can see, we have a lot of good examples of things that might help. Stories in rhyme. If you want books that you can use in social studies classroom, in the science, for science. If you're looking for specific topics, such as grandparents, families, alphabet books, books about gratitude, or books about animals, you can narrow it down this way. Under the local subjects, we have bilingual materials. And you can still use language to narrow it down even further. If you want to sign out a book, all you have to do is click on the item and have the item listing pop up. If you're logged into your account, you can easily come under here, under Get It, and click on Request. All you do is put in your recommended pickup date and you send your request. You will get an email letting you know when the item is ready to be picked up, and you can go and grab it from the main desk in the library. For our last example, I'm going to show you how to search for science resources. Once again, you're going to put your search in the basic search bar, and then you're going to use Tweak My Results and filter it based on location. So now we're looking for science in the education lab, and we have 367 results. Just looking quickly, you can see that there's quite a few different items that pop up already. Storybooks, talking about the science of Winter's Wonder, science assessment manuals, books about light, kindergarten science, and more. But let's imagine you're hoping to find manipulatives or kits that you can use in the classroom. This is something that you could use under resource type. The majority of the time, you're going to have books and perhaps some videos. But in this case, for science and for mathematics, you'll see that kits shows up. So if you click on the filter for kits, you're going to come up with 4 different results. We have introduction to simple machines, levers and pulleys, structures, bridges, simple machines, and connects. So these are all items that belong to our education lab that are manipulatives. So there you have it. That's a very basic way to search for education lab materials that you can use if you are an education student. Thanks for watching.